Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another episode of the Optimize Wealth podcast. My name is Lance Norquest, investment advisor with Bellwether Wealth, and today we're focusing on the shift from accumulation to distribution and why retirement planning may be the most complex phase of wealth. When you're accumulating wealth, the formula is fairly straightforward. You save consistently, you invest for growth, you benefit from time. And when markets decline, it's uncomfortable, but you're still contributing and you're still buying. Volatility is inconvenient, but it's not necessarily destructive. Distribution is different. Once the paycheck stops, the equation changes. You're no longer adding to the portfolio, you're drawing from it. And that changes everything. Because when you're withdrawing money, market downturns don't just feel bad. They can permanently damage your long-term plan. This is where sequence of returns risk comes into play. It's not just about how much return you earn, it's when you earn it. Two retirees can earn the same average return over 20 years and experience very different outcomes. If you retire into a strong market, your portfolio gets momentum. If you retire into a downturn and you're withdrawing income, you're locking in losses and you're selling assets at lower prices, and early losses can compound. That's why distribution planning is harder than accumulation. During your working years, your paycheck is the shock absorber. Markets fall, but you're still contributing. In retirement, there is no shock absorber, there's only withdrawal. And layered on top of that is tax complexity. Many people assume taxes drop significantly in retirement, and sometimes they do. But often they become more complicated. Required minimum distributions can push you into higher income brackets. Social Security can become taxable. Medicare premiums can increase based on income. And when one spouse passes, the surviving spouse often faces higher tax brackets, or more commonly known as widower's penalty. In retirement, your tax return becomes one of your most important financial documents. Accumulation is about pre-tax growth. Distribution is about after-tax efficiency. Then there's longevity. Retirement today is not 10 or 15 years. For many people, it's 25 to even 35 years. That's a second financial lifetime. You're planning for inflation, healthcare costs, market cycles, and policy changes, all while maintaining your lifestyle. The real concern isn't dying too soon, it's living longer than expected and running out of money. So, how does planning change once the paycheck stops? Well, first, portfolio design shifts. It's no longer just about maximizing growth. It becomes about reliability, liquidity, and volatility management. Many strategies focus on covering essential expenses with predictable income, like Social Security or pensions, and allowing investments to support discretionary spending. Second, withdrawal strategy matters. Which accounts do you draw from first? Taxable, tax deferred like your IRA, or your Roth IRA? The order can impact taxes, Medicare premiums, and long-term sustainability. Distribution isn't just investing, it's coordination, taxes, timing, cash flow, and behavior. Because shifting from savings to spending is different and difficult. Some retirees underspend out of fear, others overspend early, assuming markets will cooperate. Confidence becomes the real asset here. During accumulation, the goal is to maximize assets. During distribution, the goal is to sustain lifestyle with confidence. Retirement isn't about chasing the highest return. It's about building a plan that can withstand bad timing, tax complexity, inflation, and longevity. Accumulation builds wealth. Distribution protects freedom. And in many ways, the most important work begins the day the paycheck stops. If you have questions or would like to discuss building a distribution plan and portfolio allocation that helps protect your retirement income, please reach out to us by calling our office at 402-476-8844 or by visiting our website at bellwetherwealth.com. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Lance Norquest, with Bellwether Wealth, and we'll see you next time on the Optimize Wealth podcast.